5-minute trap. Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, pandas. Welcome to the mainstream. I'm Bye Money. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you guys are doing amazing. We just finished a pre-market show. We're starting the mainstream. Welcome, welcome. Glad that you guys can join us. Make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it's going to be today. Good morning, guys. Day trading like a predator. Good morning. Phil W. Good morning. Tyler. Good morning. Rashid. Asaf. Good morning. Wyatt. Good morning. SW Blaze. Good morning. Jenny Hoyos. Good morning. 00018. I almost want to take this trap trade, pandas. This looks way overextended here. I almost want to take this trap trade here above the 20 MA. You know what? I'm going to take this trade. I know we're in a super strong downtrend, but I like this trade a lot. I'm going to try to get 2 points here. I might start off with a loser today. It's all good. I like it, so I'll take it. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you guys are rolling, I have an order set up here. And I know we're in a really strong downtrend, but I'll show you why I'm interested in this long trade right here. If I enter it. If it triggers. Getting a little choppy here, and it actually creates an inside bar. So that decreases the chances here of this working out. But I like this trade, so I'm going to take it. It's a small risk. We're talking about maybe 1, 2, 3.25 point risk. Not that bad. Good morning, guys. YST, good morning. Mike Thompson, good morning. FZ from Alberta, good morning. Keith A, good morning. Yeah, let's get that bamboo. Let's go, baby. Gab, welcome, welcome. Icky, good morning. Gab asks, how many pandas? How many points do you get for a scalp on the daily? When it comes to daily chart, usually scalp is 10 points for me. 10 points. Wayne Bicknell, good morning from North Georgia mountains. And the reason why he's asking that for a good reason. I'll show you guys soon. I'll show you guys why soon. Greg Martin, good morning. We're trying to get a trap trade here, and we're seeing if we can get a nice little scalp here off the morning. And if we get 3 stack bars, I'm not interested in anymore. Haisam Arabi says, do you still consider it a trap if the scalper point was made? The scalper's profit was made in this, and I do consider these traps still. And that's more with the context. You know, as long as the original trend's not continues reversing, that's pretty much a trap, because I'm not trapping scalpers here anymore. I'm trapping swing traders now. So when it comes to scalping, I'm not, like I said, I like magenta boxes more because you're trapping scalpers. But, sometimes scalping or trapping the swing traders is enough here. I may exit this because I don't know. I think I have enough time to make a scalp here. It's a little before the market open. I just like the setup. I was looking for the setup to happen here, regardless, because I'll go ahead and show you guys. Make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it's going to be. Make sure you also scalp that like button. Today is Whiskey Wednesday. How could I forget to post this message up? Boom, there it is for you guys. Whiskey Wednesday. We do have FOMC at 2 p.m. today, and so please be aware of that. And so if you're seeing maybe some weird price action before 2 p.m., this is why. And also at 2 p.m., usually there's very high volatility, pandas. Very, very high volatility. And so just be careful. Just be careful. Jenny Hoyos asks, what's in the pre-market show and how long is it? The pre-market show is about 15 to 20 minutes long, and we go over all my account balances. For everyone who's wondering, does does Panda actually make money in the market? I mean, he loses every single day on stream. There's no way he's actually profitable. And that answer is complete. And that you get those questions answered completely in the pre-market show. You can see all my account balances. You can see all of my off-stream trades. I show all my off-stream trades. I turn my markers on, and we go over all my off-stream trades. And so, even though I may do poorly on the stream, which I've explained many times why it's so difficult, but when it comes off-stream, become a different beast. So I'm no longer interested in this because we're getting too many stacked bars. Even though it's a trap trade, I like the context. I do not like the setup. So if you're missing one of those two things, you just don't enter the trade. Amin Jatoro asks, how many contracts do you recommend to pass a 300K evaluation with the strategy? I would trade it just like you would trade any other account. With the 300K, it's like, yeah, your drawdown 7,500. So I'm trading this account, like I'm trading my 300K account with 1 to 2 contracts. Now, with the evaluation, I personally think you can be a little more aggressive on them because of the obvious reason. You can reset your account. You can't do that with funded accounts, but you can do that with the eval accounts. You can reset it. So if you can reset the account, of course you can be a little more aggressive because you just know, okay, if I mess up, I can just reset it. So yeah, the pre-market show members or the pandas know, how I pass these evals so easily. I explained it to them. I have so many funded accounts right now. I'm farming funded accounts. That's all I do. I just farm them. And the more you have, the better, obviously, because you have the trade copier. YST asks, how do you get the 3 in the tick counter? This is the two-legged pullback indicator showing you all the, automatically counts all legs for you and then identifies the second entries with color codes. And so this dark red, dark green are second entries, or second entry long, second entry shorts. And you can go to the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. Two-legged pullback indicator. Jenny Hoyos asks, do you recommend using an Apex account or a personal trading account? I 100% recommend using an Apex account. It's risk-free, right? If you can pass the evaluation, there's no reason why you can't, be profitable. So, and if you can't pass the evaluation, then most likely you're not a profitable trader. And so, regardless, do Apex, because if you're not a profitable trader, you're learning to do it, but you want some skin in the game. If you trade your own money, you're going to lose a lot more money than you would if you just open like a small Apex account. The Apex account's like what, $50, $75, especially with the 50% code. It's just like a risk-free. It's way, way better. I'll say it right now. You might want to trade a little bit of your own money just for some reason, just because you want the experience. But to be honest, when it comes to trading, the Apex, you're going to blow your first account. I'll just say that right now. You like 99% chance to blow your first account. And so with that being said, I'd rather blow an eval account than my actual money, if you know what I mean. If you already have a personal account, then still it's worth doing Apex, because if you think about it, you can just copy your trades across multiple Apex accounts. So you're just multiplying. You're multiplying how much money you can make. If you're a profitable trader, then open Apex accounts and add on to you have more capital, and you can, unless you're trading like 50 some contracts on your personal account, you probably won't have any issues with liquidity. But if you just 1 or 2 extra Apex accounts, you get to multiply the amount of money you can make on your personal accounts. And so in my opinion, there's like almost no downside to having some Apex accounts. But when it comes to risk, of course, Apex is better because you're not risking your own money. You're risking their money. So that is the beauty. All right, pandas. The reason why I wanted that long is because on the daily, I drew this yesterday. I didn't draw this today. I drew this yesterday on stream. You guys can look back on the stream. I drew this two-leggy coming back to 20 May, and how I mentioned when we broke out with this big bull bar, I said watch for a pullback. We're gonna get a pullback because we broke a major pivot, and breaking that major pivot, usually we have failed breakouts, and this was a high chance for this to be a failed breakout. Coming back down and coming back to the 20 EMA. You know, this is why I drew this two-leggy back in this way because of the 20 EMA. Just coming back to 20 EMA. So this is why I'm thinking maybe we can bounce off of here. But in my opinion, we have a second entry long forming on the daily chart, and this second entry long, I think it's going to break above, because typically what you have is Pablo Marino Braverman has just become a member. Do appreciate it. Thank you for your support. Enjoy your green name. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badges and forms over time. Enjoy your panda emoticons. And enjoy the pre-market show. It's all yours. Enjoy. If you want access to the pre-market show, simply go to the channel and click on the members tab. That should be available for you as a panda. And then you have access to all my pre-market shows, all previous pre-market shows, and all pre-market shows going forward. Yes, we do have an FOMC today at 2 p.m., so please be aware of that. But right here, what we have is second entry long off the 20 MA. Strong uptrend. The big question in everyone's mind is this going to convert into a trading range? You know, we could have a massive trading range here that could be possible. And I'm not completely opposed to that. But looking at the buying pressure up to here and seeing that we probably need a new high, it can turn to a trading range still, but in my opinion, we need to break this high here. Just like I thought we had to break this low. You know, we made a downtrend, and after we broke the trend here, very similar, right? After we broke this trend, I was thinking, a lot of people probably thought with this big bull bar, we're going to go up forever. You know, when you see something like this, you're like, okay, this is just going to make new all-time highs. Strong bull bar ending on its high. But I mentioned way back here also, this is not a place where we look for longs, you know, and we look for basically the new low. Same thing here, break of trend, right? Looking for a new high. That's what I'm looking for here, pandas. Market just opened. Let's get that bamboo. And this is why I'm thinking possible bounce around this area, but who knows? Who knows? Like oftentimes the daily chart, we can make, you know, we can get back down to the 20 MA. Ooh, strong push up. The 10K trap failing. We can have an uptrend day all day today. Thanks for filling out that poll. Most of you guys think it's going to be a bear trend day today, but the bear trend might already be done here. I'm looking for a long trade right now at the moment. And we can see that with this small channel, we bounce off of that with that 3. The 3 just means that we had 3 pushes up. Usually leads to a wedge, but we shall see. I mean, I think we have good reason to go long here because on the 10K chart, we had a failed trap. That trap failed. This is a trap that couldn't make more than a point, and it reversed. So we could have a strong move up from here, and we can just reverse here because failed traps on the 10K chart higher time frames, very strong, very strong. But also FOMC. So we could be trading range until FOMC. I'm just, you know, so many things working. Like, it's just it's so many things going on. That's why you gotta use price action. You gotta just let the price action play out. That's why you gotta look for your setup. And that's all we're looking for. Just trying to find our setup. Let's get that bamboo. Let's go, baby. You guys ready? Make sure you guys scalp that like button. We do have the whiskey challenge today, and if we get to 300 likes, we get to celebrate, and I'll pop open some whiskey for you guys. And yeah, you don't understand. You know, I still have the taste of toothpaste in my mouth. You know, it's bright and early. So that failed trap failed, and now we're going down. Could be big downtrend now. Wow, I'm unsure. This is very tricky. That, or we could turn to trading range. Unsure. higher time frames being very tricky here, right? We have the trap here fails, and then right this trap, this second entry short fails, that fails, it fails again, and we are in a world of hurt right now. Very confusing. Just letting this play out, finding a good setup. Once I know the market cycle we are in, then I will be confident in trading. But right now I do not know the market cycle. It does seem bearish right now. Maybe looking for a new low, which is very likely. And after new low, could reverse here. Tempting to make a new low. The overnight low is right here. Okay, we made a new low. Could be a strong bear trend, but I would look for reversal in this area once we can come back to the 20 EMA. But is this new low strong enough? I don't know. Just watching this, you know, we could be in trading range until 2 o'clock. Who knows? Until 2 o'clock, who knows? We are resting comfortably on the 20 EMA right now on the daily chart. Looking for a second push down, which is very typical when making these new lows. 2 pushes down, and then after this second push down, hopefully we can get a trap trade, and that could be major trend reversal. Who knows? Good morning, pandas. And don't forget, you do have the FOMC, so we could be ranging until then. It could be a trading range market cycle, and I wouldn't be surprised, you know. And once 2 o'clock hits, it's gonna be like boom, a rocket ship. Aaron Core says FOMC reminds me of FOMO. FOMO. Yeah. Yep. It's a good way to look at it. I personally would not be in a trade at 2 o'clock. If you're actually in a trade, you have huge chance to get slippage. I still remember clearly one day where there was an FOMC announcement, and there was about like a 10-point slippage, which is insane, and people lost thousands of dollars, blew their accounts just because they were in a trade. And I remember that's clear as day, and I just, ever since then, I was like, I will never be in. I was not in a position because I didn't see a good setup, but yeah, I remember, like, I will never be in, I remember saying to myself, I will never be in a position during FOMC just because of that. That slippage was insane. It was like last year sometime, I think, last year or 2 years ago. Yeah. So we got 2 pushes down now. That can complete our downtrend, and we could be looking for reversal, as I drew out here. Not sure how low is gonna go. Still going down. Let's see. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it goes down a little bit lower. It's getting shaky here. I really feel like we got, you know, 2 doji bars. We just triggered a second entry long. We may get our setup here. Something along these lines. Don't know. Something like this, maybe. Could even look like this. This or this. Doesn't really matter. As long as this doesn't go, yeah. Could be a trading range, marked by the trading range indicator. And if we do break above here, clear target back up to the top of the trading range. Now I'm thinking we can bounce back. I mean, I could be completely wrong. We could be on a super strong downtrend day today, I just don't see it. I just don't know. We are making, right? This is failing. We could have a higher low, second entry long here, which is a decent setup to take actually. A decent trade to take. I wouldn't be so opposed to taking this trade here. But because we're actually going opposite of the major trend here, I'm going to sit on my pause here. I'm going to wait for my setup. I'm going to wait for my entire setup here. Looking for that trap trade, triggering that, right, that second pullback, and I want to see a failed second entry short here to go long, possibly back to the top of this trading range. And I'm going to love that setup. I'm going to love it. Now, I'll take that often. I'll take this trade maybe 9 out of 10 times if this happens. If this, I drew that. I'm not sure how long I drew this. I drew this out the moment we started making the second push down. I drew this setup here, and it'd be very nice if we can get it. Also, it'll be an H4 setup potentially here. But let's see what the market gives us, pandas. You can only take what the market gives you, and if the market doesn't give it to us, then we just let it go. Getting choppy, right? Multiple dojis, doji here. We could potentially get our setup here. Now it's below the 20 MA, which is not ideal. We like it to be above the 20 MA. I like the context here. Might be a big signal bar, but I'll take this trade. Signal bar, it's not that large. It's beneath the 20 MA, which is a downside, but I like the context we're in. I'm going to try to take this long trade here, pandas. The risk is not too large, and I like the context a lot here. Right, we have an H4 setup, right, break a trend to new low, trading range type formation. I'm thinking we might come back to the top of this trading range here. Micro double bottom currently forming. The only thing I don't like is we're below the 20 EMA, which is downside. More dojis forming here, getting very choppy, going very sideways now. But the risk is not too large. I don't mind taking this trade. Let's see if we can get a couple points from this. And if it goes against me, it is what it is. But I like the setup here a lot. And I drew this out a long time ago. I drew this out basically right when it started, like, you know, having that second push down. And I'm probably going to just scalp this. It's going back down. You know, getting choppy. I just want to scalp this trade here. And I might get hit here, but it's all good. Because I like the setup. And so if I like the setup, I'll take it. And the only thing is also, right, it's starting getting really choppy. So even trap trades, right, they will tend to get choppy like this and kind of throw you off here. Yeah, so I could skunk this trade at any moment right now. But I'm going to just hold on to it and just see what happens. I like the setup here. We're at the bottom of the trading range with a trap to the upside. And, you know, potential to come back to the top of this trading range. But we could push down here and so be it. And, you know, we'll take the hit and we'll move on to the next trade. It is what it is. We also had the micro double bottom, which I liked as well. But it looks like it wants to get me and hit me here. First trade of the day. Always very difficult. But the risk is not that large. You know, it's about 3.25 points. So ends up breaking down, right? Got really choppy here. But I like that setup to go long. And I was willing to take it. You know, I had a 2-point reward looking for, you know, 2 to 3 point risk reward, which I don't mind taking. It's not that bad. So, you know, you know, it just happens to get me here. And it could be a strong downtrend day today. I don't know. You know, a place where I felt like it should have gone up, now it's going down. It makes me feel like maybe it's a downtrend. You know, it kind of throws you off a little bit. But it could have also been too much chop as well, right? We had dojis forming here, doji here, overlapping bars here, 2 overlapping bars here, right? Not the cleanest trap beneath the 20 EMA. So we had like 2 things working against us, a little choppy, plus also beneath the 20 EMA. And so pandas, that is how you lose money in the market. When you try to trade and chop, and that's what happens. So it's all good. We'll get hit. We'll take a hit there. I don't mind that. I like the setup still. You know, when you got a trap trade going to the long side like that on the bottom of trading range, I like that trade actually. But it's all good. So I hope you guys are making more money than me. Mark Landonwich asks, is there a way to make it so all the lines you draw are thinner? Yeah, I mean, draw a line and then make it as thin as you want, and then you have to make the template, you gotta make sure you save the template as default. So now the 20 EMA is acting as resistance. That's good information for us, but still very choppy, right? Many doji bars, so many doji bars here. I don't know what it is, pandas, but I do feel like I can end green on the stream. I feel like I can. I feel like I can. The fact that I got hit there makes me feel like I think I know what's gonna happen. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows, pandas? We're still underneath the 20 MA. As long as we're underneath the 20 MA, I'm not looking for a long trade. We could have a strong bear move here. Burst down here. Failed breakdown currently. How low can you go? How low can you go? I really thought we were going to have some sort of trading range day today, but who knows? Trap trade outside bar reversal. Not interested in that at all, but that's an outside bar reversal. The trap does trigger here. Just trap potentially failing. Right, 7 pushes down. You can see with the 7 here, we have 7 pushes down before any candle breaks a previous pivot high. So if it breaks this pivot high, then the counts will reset, and we have yet to break a previous pivot high. Every pivot has been lower. Right? We had a micro triple top here forming. And the fact that micro triple top might have been a reason to go short, but still too choppy for me. AH says, good morning, downtrend on my 3 time frames, so only short for me till narrative changes. 100% true. We are in a downtrend still. I took a shot at a major trend reversal, but obviously didn't work out. Didn't work out too well for me. Getting several pushes down now, so could just be in a downtrend. No entries for me regardless. Could be 8 pushes down here. Trading range indicator says this trading range is no longer valid, like we broke too far beneath it, and the trading range is no longer there, no longer active. The 5-minute chart looks like this. Big move up, big move down. Hitting the top of the trading range on a 5-minute chart and reversing right off of it. Pandas, make sure you guys scalp that like button. Let's get to 300 likes for that whiskey challenge. I mean, even though this is going down, I don't have a good entry right now. All first entries far away from 20 MA. Potential second entry short here. Potential. But at this point, do you really want to take a short trade? I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel like I might get burned again if I try to go short here. It doesn't look very like convicting. Like the trend doesn't look very convicting here. There's not a conviction behind this move, in my opinion. And there's a lot of pullbacks, that's why. You know, I'm not just saying that. I'm just saying because of the price action. There's a lot of pullbacks along this way, right? There's not not many multiple bear bars. You know, within the bear bars, there are, you know, pullbacks coming back up. So I don't know. I could be wrong. This is a second entry short, and if you want to participate in this downtrend, this is a place you can do it. I'm gonna pass on this though. Too far away from 20 MA. But this would be the 9th push down, which is incredible. To me, it looks more like a wedge type situation now. Wedge like this. Fail, break down this wedge. That's what I'm thinking. Come back up. This is a second entry short for those who are interested in participating in this downtrend. Fortune favors the brave, perhaps. I'm a little hesitant to enter this downtrend because of all of the pullbacks along the way. Doesn't make me feel like it's very, very a lot of conviction in that downtrend. Could have a strong push up here. Could have a very strong push up here. But sitting on my pause, I would like a higher low setup of some sort. I would like, right, this is a trap trade, right? Because this Pikachu fails. Right, so we got trap trade to the upside, but as long as we're beneath the 20 MA, I'm not interested in a long trade. Right, as long as we're beneath the 20 MA, I'm just not interested. We have to break above the 20 MA, showing some sign of an uptrend before I want to enter long. But right now, this trap fails. Right, this trap fails. This trap fails. This trap fails. This trap fails. We got this is like fail trap city, and that's a lot of failed traps. Right, this is a trap here that fails. This is a trap here. This fails. This is a trap. This is failing. Hasn't failed yet, right? But now we're pushing up. Completely sideways. Completely choppy price action. It could be like this until 2 p.m. Who knows? Now we're talking. Now we're breaking above 20 MA. Now I haven't closed above it yet. Pierced it. But still sitting on my pause because this is so choppy. I mean, look at this. Overlapping bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 overlapping bars. 7 overlapping bars. Right, another trading range is forming here. The Worldview Bro says, how can we blow by the EMA on the daily so casually, though? I don't think it's blowing through it. Oftentimes there's failed breakouts, failed breakdowns on the EMAs as well. $10K chart. Right, that failed trap reversing, creating a downtrend here. Completely choppy, completely nothing I can do here. I'm just watching this. Pandas, this is why we do the whiskey challenge on Wednesdays, because the FOMC statement is usually on Wednesday. And so, because of that, I like to have the whiskey challenge, so it's something that we can try to do as a challenge while we watch this choppy market just go back and forth, back and forth. I already got chopped up once. Not looking forward to getting chopped up again, so I'm just sitting on my pause until I get some clear, very clear direction here. So guys, make sure you guys scalp that like button. Do appreciate it. Completely choppy here. Almost just want to sell at the top of this teeny range and buy at the bottom of this teeny range. I just want to keep doing that. Who knows? Yeah, maybe I'll do it with one contract going back and forth. We do have a second entry short here, lower high, second entry short. Hard to tell if you're reading this manually, but easy to tell with the indicator. Right, the dark red 2 means it's a lower high, second entry short. Maybe continuing this downtrend, but getting too choppy for me to tell. Potential trap to the upside here. This trading range, like if you just bought, sold, You know, just up and down, up and down, up and down. You actually could make a lot of money here. Incredible. Trust me, people are doing that, right? People are selling the top of here, scalping down here. Until that fails, they're gonna keep doing that. Some people love these, you know, kind of setups, these patterns. The trading range indicator recognized this trading range back here with these 3 candles and started to form this trading range back here, and we could have done that. But yeah, I mean, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. I mean, how many times has it bounced back and forth? Pushing strongly down now. And it failing, coming back up. Absolutely incredible. The 20 EMA still acting as resistance, pandas, though. Lance gone. Make sure you right click and reload your historical. I already reloaded my historical. Rajesh PVN, probably like for Praveen or something. Why you don't use volume? It's because we're using tick charts. The thing about tick charts is very close to volume charts. And so it's not actually a volume chart. Volume chart actually marks every tick with every single contract. But the tick chart marks every tick with every transaction. So a transaction could have 2 to 3 contracts in it, 4 or 5. You know, it can have as many as it wants, as long as it's a transaction. And and so it's so close to volume. I just don't feel like it's the volume itself is it's not very necessary. You're basically trading volume with the tick chart. And like I said, if I just like bought and sold, you know, with one contract back and forth on this trading range, I could have made some good money here. Definitely could have been green. But listen to my pause. I typically don't do that. I just don't do it. And it's oftentimes hindsight bias. You can realize, man, I could have done that. But the trick is, you know, could you have noticed to do that before? You know, was there any signs? Trading range indicator started to show us a trading range. We're still clearly beneath the 20 MA. I mean, the 20 MA is acting as an obvious resistance. Lance Gone says, did it earlier, no different. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, I should be, my charts should be up to date. Okay, now we're clearly above the 20 MA here. Could be a big push up. Typically when we have this much coiling here, we're in breakout mode, and we could have a strong push up here. I almost want to go long, but hard to say. All right, the pattern has changed. Now we're kind of breaking above. We can come back to the bottom of the trading range. Who knows? Richard Harris says, had to go long here just from boredom. Oh, man. I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do, but hey, it might pay off. We're just waiting around here. Maybe a trap to the long side. I may be interested. But, I mean, we're clearly choppy here, and I just don't see conviction of a breakout. I don't see a breakout anywhere. Not yet, at least. Having a micro double bottom at the moment. Could be enough reason for people to go long if we break this candle high. More overlapping bars. Just sitting on my pause here. If we break this candle high, could be a good chance for this to pop up here. Give us a nice little pop. We did break above this candle high. I'm going to sit on my pause. I'm going to wait for a setup. Robert Redhead says use a particular type of computer configuration. I do have one setting that may affect the ticks, and it's my time server setting. I use a specific time server. I use like a government time server, and the reason being is because when they calculate the ticks, you know, depending on what time you're using, it could offset it. And so I use a time server. I've mentioned a couple times on the stream what time server I use. It's like the US government time server. It's too choppy, but man, I'm so tempted to take this trap. I am so tempted to take this trap, but it's so choppy, pandas. Like, I'm gonna sit on my paws. I'm gonna be a good panda today and just sit on my paws here and just let this trap go because of how choppy we are. But we are above the 20 MA now, and now we have a trap on this incredible choppiness, and I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna be a good panda today. What can I say? Lance God has, are you a spy? I'm not a spy. I am Michael Chin. I mean, I'm Bye Money. Let me see if I can find that US time server. All right, push back down into our trading range. Trading range is still here, still saying hello. Don't forget about me. I'm still gonna chop you up here. Failed breakout above it could lead to a successful breakdown below it because of the original trend. Oh, Robert Redhead says I meant the hardware configuration. I don't. I mean, I'm gonna say right now, my computer is a beast. A beast. Hardware wise, it's like running at 30, 80. Yeah, I don't know. I'm using Threadripper, AMD Threadripper. Yeah, I bought it. It's 1 year old right now, and it was kind of funny because for a long time I kept having crazy like overheating issues, and it was boggling my mind. And finally I changed out my my heatsink, and it you know, it worked out. I had an all inclusive or all in one cooler from iBuyPower, and that thing's a piece of trash. Don't ever use it. And because of that, I just say I don't recommend iBuyPower, because just simply because of that. How are they gonna put that trash like cooler in your computer? And I think it almost like destroyed my computer, to be honest. Another wedge forming here. Like, my computer was going to like 100 degrees Celsius. It was insane. So this failed breakout is led to a successful breakdown, which is what we're seeing here. But it was so choppy. I just had no idea what was going to happen here. I didn't want to take that short. I don't know. I had no idea what was going to happen. It was just so choppy. Could have chopped up here above this for a while. Who knows? That's the thing with choppy markets. Strong push down. Always in short at this point. Almost feel like I can just sell anywhere and make money. I can sell the close of this bar. I can just sell right now. Market sell. Just sell. I feel like I can make money that way. How strong the downtrend is. always in short. You know, you just don't think about it, you just sell. You just blindly sell, and you'd be surprised. You make money. It's crazy. Right, Al Brooks will say always in short here. Right, you would have made a scalp right there. You just sold. And if you were going to sell with always in short, you just risk the typical amount that you always risk with any trade. But because of this chop, I don't know if I trust any trends right now. I really don't. Plus we have a wedge here forming, right? 3 touches. Oftentimes these wedges form another wedge, right? A mini wedge near the end of the wedge. You do have a 3 to the downside. If you wanted to participate in this downtrend, you could do it here. I'm going to sit on my pause. Would I even trade a second entry short here? I'm still thinking about the daily. I'm still thinking about this 20 MA on the daily. I just don't know how far below we're going to go. I feel like it will act as a support. I do. And I feel like this is going to be a failed breakdown of that. And the typical thing is we do bounce off the 20 MA. And so, yeah. But first entry short, making money. Could be a second entry short here. Nico asks, hello, Mr. Panda. How are you today? Negative 325. Good. That's how I'm today. Jared Williams asks, any consideration on placing an entry a tick below the low? I would, but to be honest, because of the wedge here, I was a little worried that we could find a little pullback here, right? Because it's wedge forming. But if you're always in short, it's a viable thing to do. Right, those who just, you know, took a short 1 tick under here. The 10,000 tick chart looks painful. It's just grinding downwards. What a grind. Do not be shocked though, pandas. If we have like a crazy reversal sometime today, do not be shocked with that. I would not be shocked if we just have an insane reversal. This wedge is proving to be difficult to break down. So we have this wedge here. Could be 4 pushes down on this wedge. On a 4th push down with the H4 setup, I may be interested in a higher low setup. I won't take it naked. I won't take this H4 naked. I may be interested in a higher low setup after this H4. Jared Williams asks, I'm not sure where you put your tick. If you put it like here, if you're talking about here, yeah, I mean, if you want to swing trade, that's a decent swing trade to take. Notice it's an outside bar reversal, inside bar, and then breakout mode. So, you know, you have to fail breakout here. You're thinking maybe the breakdown will be successful, which is what it is right now. It is a successful breakdown, right? You already finished your move to the downside. Let's see if we can find any times of 2 times risk rewards here. Right, this 2 times risk reward has been missed. H4 setup, potential higher low H4 setup here. Outside bar reversal, not interested in the outside bar reversal. I will need to be above the 20 MA. I would like to be above the 20 MA if I'm going to go long here. But this is a potential reversal trade here. But yeah, sitting on my pause right now. Getting a little too choppy. Posture check, pandas. Good posture. You gotta think physically if you're gonna be day trading in the long term. Make sure your posture is good. Big push down with this trap, and no entries for us. Right? I'm not looking to go short right here, especially with this wedge. But the wedge is looking like it's breaking down. It's doing the unlikely thing here, and like I mentioned, typically at the end of these wedges you create a mini wedge, which is what we're forming here, with another failed breakdown of the mini wedge potentially, and we can reverse here. But that being said, I'm just sitting my pause. I'm not gonna trade a reversal here unless we get like a higher, we need at least a higher low. Yeah, Cycle Clam says, I'm not good on slow days. This week has been rough. I would say Monday was probably very difficult. Yesterday was a lot better. I would say Tuesday was a lot better. Price action Tuesday, a lot better. This is terrible, right? Super choppy. I got chopped up here, thinking that long. And got, yeah, just went right to chop again. And now we're kind of dripping here, but we'll see what happens. The H4 does trigger to go long. So we hit a wedge here, and now a mini wedge. So mini wedge is forming here to shows potential reversal, but we are in a downtrend, Panda. So let's see what happens. Jaden Saint says, today's crazy. I'm up 1K already. Thinking of calling it a day. Hey, not a bad idea. I mean, if you can make 1K from here, it's pretty nice. H4 fails. It looks like we're gonna push down very hard. Like, these wedges are not it. We're just not doing anything. All right, we got 3 pushes down now here. I don't know. I mean, in my mind, I can't take any of these shorts. I can't. It's too overextended. Right? We didn't even touch the 20 MA yet. All first entries as well, but they're traps. So pushing very hard to the downside. And it's just when everyone gets broken is when it starts to reverse. And the thing is, it's like people are probably scaling in all the way down here, right? People who were in here, right, trying to go long right here, trust me, they're scaling in. They're scaling in here, scaled in here again, scaled in here again, scaled in here again. And they might have just got broken with this push down. That might have been their last straw. Broke the camel's back, and could reverse here. That could be the wedge. Strong bull bar now. We have this wedge forming. We have this wedge forming. Strong bull bar ending near its high. No follow through though. I mean, what can I say? I mean, commenting on, you know, the price action on a choppy day, it's like it's like watching 2 really bad football teams commentating on it. Just them just doing nothing and fumbling and turnovers after turnover, punting on, you know, 4th down every single time, and just going back and forth punting to each other. It's just, this is what it is. So no follow through, right? Big bull bar, but no follow through. So that means we're not in an uptrend at all, right? We're still finding resistance at the 20 MA, pandas. And what can I say? What can I say? I'm not gonna even repeat Aaron Korn's comment, but I, I'm not gonna repeat it. I won't do it. You can't make me do it. I won't. I won't do it. I'm not gonna repeat that. I like AdSense money. I like it. I like the AdSense money. What can I say? So let's see if these guys got out with that. So if you bought here, thinking we're gonna go really long, you would scale in once here. Okay, sure. Scale in once here. Okay. Scale in again here. Okay. So you're like, if you start one contract, two contracts, four contracts in, deep in here, scale in again here. You know what? That is exactly where people took their money out. On that last scale in. People came out break even right there. If they were able to, but whoo, it just touches it. So wedge to wedge to wedge. This is what I do in my free time. See if scale-ins are working or not. So pandas, where are we on our whiskey challenge? 89 likes, pandas. We can do better than that. 89 likes, come on. Ooh, let's get a push up. Let's get a pushy push. I don't know what it is in me, pandas, but I want to take a fail second entry short to go long. It's in my blood, and I really want to go long here. It's bad. I actually want to go long here on a fail second entry short. What can I say? That's what I want to do. That's what I'm looking for. And let's see if we get it. I mean, I could just take the second entry short, continue this downtrend. I just don't like this wedge we're in, right? This wedge to this wedge. Now we're making some sort of look like expanding pattern here. What can I say, pandas? Still clearly underneath the 20 MA. We haven't had a solid close above it in a while. This might be a close above it. And this is why, pandas, we do the whiskey challenge on Wednesdays. I do it for you guys. Strong break above the 20 MA. Strong bull bar. Let's see if there's follow through. Some follow through. We could have a reversal here, right? These wedges finally playing out. Wedge here, wedge here. Boy, but that wedge, man, that last wedge. Now everyone who came in long here, finally able to come out break even. I will take a trap, but it might be always in long situation and with no entries whatsoever. That could be the case. Higher time frames, just a small pullback. 5 minute, right? The 5 minute simply was just a two leg move down. Strong bull bars ending on their high, no entries for us, pandas. And this is kind of why I'm like, man, I really wanted to find a trap trade to the long side here. And this didn't come to us, so no entries, right? No setups, no entries. You can only take what the market gives you, and the market didn't give us anything. Could potentially have a trap trade here. I will actually consider taking this trap trade. Just because of how strong I think this breakout could be. I might get burned here, but I like this trap trade. Do not copy my trades. Trade at your own risk. If we get trapped here, I'll be interested. Trap trade to the long side. Look for 2 points. Risk is very small, 2.5 points. I'm looking for 2 points here, right? Momentum, right, with the trap. Let's see if we can get a 2-pointer here. If we get hit again here, it's all good. I mean, it's very small risk. Very small risk. Starting to reverse on me, unfortunately. I want this candle to finish. We'll take it here. 3-point risk. Potential another trap trade to the long side. It'll be an outside bar reversal. So I'm going to sit on the outside bar reversal here and just take the hit. I extended my my risk a little bit here because I wanted the candle to finish and it just started to reverse, so I kind of got lucky, I guess. I could skunk this trade because I already had like a failure here and I could just come up break even. But I like the uptrend here and just gonna see what happens. Strong bull bar ending on its high. Could just get choppy here. Almost want to come out double position here, but just in my pause. I could skunk it break even as well, but the fact that we reversed here, basically making a Pikachu trade to the long side, I feel confident maybe we have another push up here. If we end up strong bull bar, I'm gonna actually raise my target. If we end on a strong bull bar, right? Ending on a strong bull bar, I'm gonna raise my target a little bit here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're in Trap City still. And if this reverses on me, then so be it. I'm fine with that. I like the strong bull bar ending on its high. Thinking maybe some follow through. Regardless, I didn't even make a point, and so I'm thinking maybe we can at least make a point here. If this reverses here, it most likely will stop me out, I think. We'll see. Reversing here, making a trap to the downside now, which is unfortunate. Right, this trap essentially fails, and now we're getting too choppy. I thought we can get another push up after this bull bar ending on its high, but it's proving to go reversing on me. So I tried to take a swing trade instead of a scalp. But regardless, with the scalp, I wouldn't even have made a point. I mean, I got in actually. Maybe I guess I could have made a point, but you know, I thought we can go much higher than this. We're still in the trade though, pandas. We're still in this trade. Question is, should I just come out, break even if it does come back up? Like, is this trade dead? Or should I be kind of hoping to push higher here? It's hard to say. I mean, if you're okay with losing 3 points here, then you can just hold on to it. Hopefully it gets to your target. Maybe finding some resistance here. Again, could have came out break even at any point in time. But I would like a point if I could get it. And it looks like it's going to get me because it keeps reversing. Keeps failing to push higher. Every single time reversing right back. And too many failed attempts here could end up stopping me out here, unfortunately. It's all good, pandas. I mean, I had my plan, so stuck to it, and it is what it is. I might get hit here. It's completely okay. Got hit here. Kind of came out break even a couple times, but I just liked how it looked. I just liked the fact that maybe we could get at least one more push higher. It might go now. Might take the second entry long here. But sitting on my pause here. A little unsure, a little too choppy now for me, but clearly above the 20 MA. Man, I really thought we could get another push up, really strong push up here. We might get it here. Who knows? I really don't know. I don't want to re-enter this trade though, just because so many failed attempts to break up and it kept reversing, so it's gonna sit on my pause. And this one could be the push, but so be it. Just let it go without me at this point. Just watching. Maybe got a little too eager, got a little too early. Should have waited for the second entry long off the 20 MA. That could be the reason why. Lawrence Adisa, thanks for becoming a panda. Appreciate your support. Enjoy your green name. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badge as it forms over time. Enjoy your panda emoticons and enjoy access to the pre-market show. Nine o'clock every single day for the pandas. Getting kind of choppy here. I could enter this trade. I don't know. It's getting a little too choppy. Fine does push up. Pretty frustrating, but it's all good. It's all good. Just wanted to take me out. One tick. Got me at one tick. Maybe I should have bought in more. If I thought this was a really strong uptrend, I could have scaled in more actually at the bottom of this trading range and got a 2-point stop loss. Could have done that. It's all good. I wasn't thinking that. I was just thinking, you know, big push up, could have continuation. Instead, want to consolidate, then might have a push up here. But the push-up's not even that strong still. A lot of resistance going on to here, but clearly above the 20 MA. So we're in an uptrend now. Yeah, give Lawrence a nice welcome here. Nice warm welcome. All right, there's not much follow through after that breakout, but still clearly above the 20 MA.
$10,000 tick trap.
Potential trap on the 10,000 tick chart. It's actually a Pikachu trade here. All right, ABC. ABC Pikachu trade to the downside. Outside bar reversal on the 10,000 tick chart. Just having a tough time breaking above here, huh? But the two leggy here, outside bar reversal potential. What can I say? I mean, I typically will go short here most days, but we're so choppy, hard to say. Creates the outside bar reversal. I'm not a fan of outside bar reversals. I'm gonna let this go. But I'm actually glad I didn't enter again because, yeah, because of that. Outside bar reversal does trigger on the 10,000 tick chart, and I'm just not a fan of outside bar reversals, so I'm gonna let it go. I'm just gonna let it go. So choppy. It's incredible. Just watching this. This is chop, the chop, the chop, 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 chop. Chop City here. I mean, expected FOMC day. Outside bar reversal. I may sit on my pause the rest of the day here, just because I just know the price action is just it's
10,000 tick
terrible.
trap.
It's really terrible. We do have a trap on the 10,000 tick chart. I could take this. I could take it. But now that it's an outside bar reversal and it goes down, it makes me more hesitant. But nice push down on 10,000 tick chart. Does give you a point. Gives you 2 points almost. Almost 2 points. Not 2 points yet. Yep, 2 points now. So big move down. Unfortunate. If it wasn't an outside bar reversal, I would have taken that, but it triggered an outside bar reversal and then started doing some weird stuff. And the reason why I don't like doing that is because typically it turns to trading ranges, and I just can't do it. Even though it works out here, I just cannot do it because I've been burned way too many times on those. Richard Hare says, "I'm sitting on my tears." Chap shitty. Lawrence Adisa says, Apex refunded my losses from yesterday's rhythmic glitches. There were some definitely glitches. But I think you just have to show evidence. Lawrence, let the chat know what you did in order for them to, did you have to do anything special? Like, did you have to show screenshots, or did you have to capture the moment and started glitching out, or send them logs? Like, did you have to do anything, like, a little extra to let them know, like, yeah, this was a rhythmic issue, not a, personal, not a user error? Sitting on my pause. Yeah, something funky happened here. You're thinking strong push up off the wedges, but rather coming back down for a retest. Lawrence Adisa, thanks for that. Let's see if we get one more push down here. Potential trap trade to the downside. Maybe interested in this trap. Usually these traps are a little tricky, right? This trap ends up failing. This trap might end up failing. Choppy days. Traps are not as reliable. I think we might make a new low here. Do not copy my trades. No longer interested in that. You have a gap here that has not yet been filled. Thinking we're gonna get back down to that gap. Andrew Gibson says, regarding the trade copier, I hate having to click out of a dozen dialogue boxes every time I misclick. I hate that too. And it's like kind of funny because it happens like right when you're about to enter a trade. It's like, oh my gosh, like, you know, it is very time sensitive, and it's like if this goes, you know, against me, or yeah, I hate that. It's so stressful. Probably looking to fill this gap here. Probably maybe looking for a new low. Who knows? These choppy days, it's really hard to tell. Outside bar reversal. That's kind of funny. The gap actually is not filled yet by one tick. Okay, there it is. Gap finally filled. Now we're looking for a new low. Downtrend is continuing. Grant Kim says he's down big chunk of money. I mean, I'm down 600, which is typical on choppy days like this. I usually get down a little bit, but you know, typically make it up once the trend starts to become very clear, which typically happens after the stream, which is kind of terrible. But once we get a clear trend, I mean, I guess a clear trend is downwards, but still hard to say. You know, not many good entries to enter short here, right? None of these are really second entry shorts. Big push up after filling that gap. Big strong bull bar ending on its high with some follow through. Let's see how this candle ends. But Panda's not even close today for the whiskey challenge. You guys should be kind of embarrassed, I think. You know, as viewers, you guys should be a little embarrassed with yourselves. Not even close to hitting that goal. How embarrassing. How do you guys live with yourselves? Might get a higher low setup here. I almost want to go on this higher low setup. Call me crazy. Clearly above the 20 MA now. Okay, signal bar is not as good. No longer interested. This is an H4 setup with a retest of this low, filling that gap. H4 setup, big push up here. H4 setup. Pandas. 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 We are a little red today, but it's all good. Almost expected to lose some trades today because of that chop. Starting to make a range here. But the higher time frame's clearly underneath the 20 MA. We've been underneath the 20 MA for a very long time. What's the 5-minute look like? 5-minute doesn't even get to the 20 EMA here. Doesn't even get to it. Jaden says, Panda, you must make a theme song. Maybe I'll make like a small. I'll get someone from Fiverr to do it. Oh, that's when you guys are awesome at making theme songs. High or low? I'm a glutton for punishment. If we get another trap to the upside, I'm taking it. I'm a glutton for punishment, though. Huh, interesting. That's like a nice signal bar to go short. I'm not gonna lie. Very nice signal bar to go short. But when you have a strong bull bar like this, you know, and you're above the 20 MA, I'm not so eager to go short there. I'm a glutton for punishment. Here we go. One more try to go up. This may be my last trade of the day. Or at least on stream. Pandas, how many points should we go for here? Throw it in the chat how many points we should go for. One, two, three, or 4? 2 points? 3 points? Or should I just come out with a stop loss? 2-pointer? Should I go for 4 points? 3 points? 4 points? Should I go for 4 points? I can come out break even now, but I'm gonna hold this for a small swing. Could have came out with 2 points. Easy there. No follow through, right? Big bull bar, but no follow through. In fact, reversing now. Could have came out with 2 points, but I'm going for the swing trade. Going for the swing, pandas. I could extend this down here, but that's a lot of risk. 1, 2, 3, about 4. A little more than 4 points of risk. And it's reversing on me big time, pandas. Don't do it. It was such a good trade. It was a failed reversal. I might just come out break even if I get a chance now because of that terrible reaction. I'm gonna try to come out break even because I'd rather come out break even than like negative $400 some. even coming out negative $100, not a bad idea, but I'm coming out break even because I did not like that follow through. No follow through on that reversal. Come out break even, and I'm just happy that I survived, and yeah, it's going without me, pandas, and it is just the name of the game. Name of the game coming right back up, and I got too scared. You know, the funny thing is, even if I had my stop loss at the original stop loss, which is like not even 2 points, I would have been fine with that. Oh, pandas. Pandas. That was 4 points. That was my 4-point swing that I was looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4 points, and I could have got my 4 points, and I just got too scared. I didn't hold my original stop loss, which is just right here, and I could have been in. I could have stayed in. When you see a big bear bar like this with no follow through on that bull breakout, I got too scared. I got too scared. Pandas, but it's all good. It's all good. Wow, the market. Talking about breaking ankles. My ankles, I need to go to the doctors. I need to cast after today. My ankles are completely, my paws are completely broken. My little feet paws, whatever paws are called in the feet of pandas. Broke all my panda ankles. Whoo! Pandas. That was the 4 points I was looking for, and I got too scared. I just came out break even. I was not expecting that to happen. When you see no follow through like that, big disappointment bar, and just that is not typical. I would say right now that is not typical and amazing. Wow. Oh man, I should have been okay with just my original stop loss too. I hate trading. I hate it. Days like, what do you expect on FOMC days? What was I expecting? Of course, it's gonna be wild. The price action is just wild today, and it was completely expected. Yet I'm still surprised every time I do something dumb. But pandas, that is it. That's it, pandas. That's it. What can you do? Down 600 today. It's all good though, pandas. I think after FOMC, it's gonna get a lot more clear. We were moving from chop to chop to chop, right? Chop to chop to chop to chop to chop to chop. It's just, it's just too difficult to trade. So we're gonna just sit on our paws, probably wait after FOMC, and I'm gonna get some work done. And I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, and for the pre-market show, and 9:15 for the mainstream. So trade safe, everybody. Just remember, 2 o'clock is FOMC. We didn't even get close to our whiskey challenge. How unfortunate, but it's all good. We can try again next week. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. And always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.